My objective in developing 3-Hour Sales Power was to help you become a more successful salesperson by giving you the competitive edge. By embracing this program, you become a problem solver, a value-added resource, and a relationship salesperson.
You've learned how to find qualified prospects. You know how to approach them, how to communicate with them, and how to close them. These strategies are important, but your most important challenge is putting yourself on the field in first place. What am I talking about? The biggest sale of all, selling yourself.
5 years ago, the national unemployment rate was below 5%. Today, it's over 9%. Add those who've given up on the job search, and our real unemployment rate may be in excess of 15%. Regardless of the exact number, it's harder than ever to find a job.
In this lesson, I'm going to stack the deck in your favor. I'm going to give you an array of tips, some obvious and some not so obvious, to help you stand out from the crowd. By using the skills you've learned in this course, you'll be well on your way to your new job or opportunity. As an entrepreneur and as a corporate executive, I have interviewed and hired hundreds of people. I've also asked countless business leaders what qualities and attributes they look for in successful job applicants. And each year, I coach several hundred college seniors in their job hunting efforts. What I've learned is that to get hired, you have to stand out from the rest.
When you're looking for a job, you can't be shy. You need to tell everyone you know that you're looking for work. Reach out to your contacts by phone, email, and social media. Now's the time to call your Uncle Leo, the sales manager, your pal's father in technology, and your former office mate with a great new job. Leave no stone unturned. Tell them that you're looking for work and you'd appreciate their help. There's no better group of people to ask than your family, friends, and colleagues.
Your goal is to network, offline and online. There are meetup groups for every industry and interest. Make it your job to meet people and to get involved. Network online with Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. But be careful what you post online. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. What's okay for your friends isn't okay for potential employers. A 2010 Microsoft survey found that almost 80% of hiring managers investigated job applicants online before making hiring decisions. Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter were most frequently searched. 70% of hiring managers said that they had rejected job applicants based on information they found online.
In the approach lesson, you learned that to solve your prospects' needs, you had to think from their perspective. Make sure to view your online presence from the perspective of a potential employer. Be sure that rude, sarcastic, or disparaging comments don't ruin your chances for a great job. Resumes are an important step in finding a job. Online resumes and applications are usually screened by software and not even reviewed by a human until the initial screening process. To be considered, you must customize your resume to meet the specific criteria of the job opening. Make sure to use the keywords and phrases incorporated in the job description. If you find yourself resorting to exaggeration and puffery to make your experience fit the job requirements, it's probably not the job for you. But if the fit is good, don't just give them a resume. Use your creativity and put together something that demonstrates what you're capable of.
One of my former students was an athlete who wanted to work for a sportswear and sneaker manufacturer. In addition to filling out the online job application, she created a sport-themed book. In the book, she highlighted her scholastic and athletic accomplishments, interspersed with photos of her wearing the company's sportswear. Even before she heard from the Human Resource Department, she overnighted copies of the book to the key decision makers. Impressed with her creativity and initiative, they immediately scheduled an interview and they hired her right on the spot.
To get hired today, you have to be noticed. You can't go the standard conventional route. It just won't work. Here's Michelle's story. Michelle wanted a job as a salesperson at an international equipment company. In doing her homework on the company, she found that they were very eco-friendly and used sunflowers throughout their website. Before she went on her final interview, she demonstrated some outstanding outside-the-box thinking. She put the company's name and logo on a flower pot. She baked cupcakes and placed paper flower petals around them to resemble sunflowers. Finally, she wrote "Pick Me" in frosting on each cupcake. When she presented this to her interviewers, they were blown away. They offered her the job on the spot. Her research and creativity distinguished her from other applicants and helped her land the job. Great job, Michelle.
Another former student wanted to go into sports management and was planning to attend a sports industry job fair. He was interested in a job with a baseball team and knew that representatives from several teams would be at the event. He also knew that about 500 other applicants would be attending and that every applicant was going to bring a resume. How, he wondered, could he make himself memorable? He decided to swing for the fences. He created his own baseball card. On the front with his photo and contact information. On the back were his key stats, work experience, degrees, accomplishments, all in baseball jargon. Instead of saying that he'd work long and hard, he said he's always ready for extra innings. Since many baseball players chew gum, he also handed out packages of bubble gum with the note, "Here's something to chew on." An innovative and unique way to suggest that they mull over opportunities with him. Very clever and certainly far more memorable to a prospect employer than just another resume.
Here are 6 pointers that will increase your chances for success during the interview process. First, 2 days before your interview, call to confirm. This shows your prospective employer that you're enthusiastic about the upcoming interview, and it also confirms the meeting.
Second, make sure you know how to get to your meeting and plan to arrive early. Sometimes things can't be helped, but being stressed, late, or a no-show does absolutely nothing to get you hired.
Third, practice the 5 Ps. Proper planning prevents poor performance. Take the time to learn about your interviewer, their company, their competitors, and their challenges. The more knowledgeable you are, the more successful you'll be.
Fourth, prepare questions for the interview. I don't mean questions about salary, benefits, and vacation. I mean open-ended questions about their business, their challenges, and their needs. Once you've answered those questions, tailor your responses to how you can help to resolve them.
Fifth, bring a briefcase or portfolio. In it should be extra copies of your resume, any materials you wish to share, your list of questions, a pen, and a notepad. Sixth, limit your coffee or beverage intake prior to the interview. The last thing you want to do is to need a bathroom break at this very important time. For a more complete look at how to present yourself during an interview, revisit the appointment lesson in this program.
Finally, even the best relationship salespeople can't close every prospect. Unfortunately, you will not get job offers from every company that you meet with. Just like a relationship salesperson needs to be constantly prospecting for new clients, you should never put all of your job hunting eggs in one basket. Finding a great job is like making a great sale. It's the result of a lot of hard work and patience. There is always opportunity out there.
Practice the techniques and strategies that you've learned in this program, and I know that you'll be successful and well on your way towards achieving your goals and your dreams.
It's quiz time. Time to see what you've learned. Question number 1. Even though we told you that you should tell everyone that you're looking for a job, it's probably inappropriate and ill-advised to look to your family, friends, and colleagues as contacts for finding employment. Is this A, true, or B, false?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The answer is B, false. Tell everyone that you're looking for a job. Remember that your family, your friends, and your colleagues are probably your best source for finding employment. Question number 2. Which of the following statements about online resumes are false? Is it A, online resumes and applications are usually screened by software and not even reviewed by humans until after an initial screening process? B, to be seriously considered for an online job posting, you must customize your online resume to meet the specific criteria and keywords of the job opening. C, it's a bad idea to use the keywords and phrases incorporated in the online job description, since that generally irritates the people reviewing it. Or D, all of the above are true.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The answer is C. It's a bad idea to use keywords and phrases incorporated in the online job description is false. Question number 3. Which of the following steps should not be taken prior to your job interview? A. You should contact the company 2 days prior to your meeting to confirm your appointment. B. You should make sure that you know how to get to your meeting and plan to arrive there early. C. You should try to learn as much about the interviewer, their company, their competitors, and their challenges as possible, and be prepared to ask them questions. Or D. All of the above steps should be taken.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the answer is D. All of the above steps should be taken. Contact the company 2 days prior to the meeting to confirm your appointment. Make sure you know how to get to your meeting and plan to arrive early. Learn as much about the interviewer, their company, their competitors, and their challenges as you possibly can. Be prepared to ask questions. Question number 4. Which of the following statements about your initial job interview is true? Is it A. As soon as you arrive, you should immediately ask questions about your salary, chances for promotion, and vacation time. That way you get those minor details out of the way fast. B. Drink lots of coffee to get energy and to stay awake. C. Put all your efforts and faith into seeking just one job interview at a time. You don't want to have your mind distracted by other options or opportunities. Or D. None of these statements are true.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the answer is D. None of these statements are true. Question number 5. In the cases of Professor Osinski's former students handing out customized baseball cards at a sports job fair and giving prospective employers cupcakes reading "Pick Me," what must you remember when it comes to selling yourself? Is it A, that to be noticed, you must stand out? B, that the more you can do to distinguish yourself from your competitors, the greater your chances for success? C, that prospective employers will respect and admire creative, out-of-the-box thinking? Or D, all of the above are worth remembering?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the answer is D. All of the above are worth remembering. To be noticed, you must stand out. The more you can do to distinguish yourself from your competitors, the greater your chances for success. And that prospective employers respect and admire creative, out-of-the-box thinking. So to recap, making contacts online and offline, there's no better group of people to ask for help than your family, friends, and colleagues. There are meetup groups for every industry and interest. And be careful what you post online. When it comes to resumes, remember that online resumes and applications are screened by software and not even reviewed by a human until after that initial screening process. To be considered, you must customize your resume to meet the specific criteria of the job opening. Use the keywords and phrases incorporated in the job description. Some interview pointers. First, 2 days before your interview, call to confirm your meeting. Second, make sure you know how to get to your meeting and plan to arrive early. Third, practice the 5 P's. Proper planning prevents poor performance. Learn about your interviewer, their company, their competitors, and their challenges. Fourth, prepare questions for the interview. Fifth, bring a briefcase or portfolio. Sixth, limit your coffee or beverage intake prior to the interview. And never put all of your job hunting eggs in one basket.
it's been a pleasure working with you. This is Stephen Osinski for 3 Hour Sales Power. Good luck and good selling.